Welcome to Trending Now USA, and thank you for joining us. I am Bella, and today we bring you one of the most talked about developments in the tennis world, as Coco Gauff finally breaks her silence following a controversial moment that has sent ripples across global sports media. In the hours and days after the incident, fans, analysts, and commentators around the world waited for her response, unsure whether she would address the issue directly or choose to remain quiet until the dust settled. But Coco Gauff, known for her maturity, composure, and ability to navigate difficult circumstances despite her young age, has stepped forward to share her perspective. Her statement, measured but firm, has prompted renewed discussion surrounding sportsmanship, officiating standards, player emotions, and the enormous pressures placed on top athletes. The controversy began during a pivotal match that carried significant weight in the tournament. Every point mattered, and every call was under the microscope. The moment in question involved a heated exchange between Gauff and an official following a disputed decision that many fans instantly labeled as questionable. Slow-motion replays from television broadcasts added fuel to the debate, with countless viewers taking to social media to express frustration, disbelief, or passionate defense of their preferred interpretation of events. Within minutes, hashtags connected to the moment began trending across multiple countries, pulling the story out of the tennis sphere and into general global conversation. As the debate intensified, some analysts argued that the controversy may overshadow Gauff's actual performance, which had been strong up to that point. Others believed that the moment was simply part of the natural tension of high-stakes competition. Still, the public continued asking one question: what does Coco Gauff herself think about it? And after a period of silence that many interpreted as strategic patience, she has chosen to speak. Her statement dives into the realities of competitive sports, the importance of fairness, and the emotional challenges of handling split-second decisions under extraordinary pressure. But she also addresses the broader implications, including how quickly narratives can form online, how athletes are expected to respond to criticism, and how much responsibility falls on them to set an example even when frustration runs high. Gauff made it clear that she understands the attention surrounding the incident, and she also acknowledged that players are human beings who experience strong emotions in intense match scenarios. In her message, Coco Gauff emphasized that she respects the officials and the rules of the sport, but she also underscored the need for accountability when calls potentially affect match outcomes. She carefully described the importance of communication between players and officials, hinting that the system could benefit from greater transparency and consistency. She did not attack anyone personally, nor did she escalate the tension. Instead, she offered a thoughtful reflection shaped by experience and her own growth as a professional athlete. Her remarks also shed light on what happened internally after the match. She shared that she spent considerable time reviewing footage, discussing the matter with her team, and evaluating how she could balance emotion with professionalism. Gauff explained that her passion comes from a place of dedication to the sport, and that sometimes, in the heat of competition, those emotions naturally rise to the surface. She insisted that her reaction was not rooted in disrespect, but in a desire for fair play and clarity. In the broader conversation that followed, commentators around the world dissected her words, examining every phrase to understand what message she intended to convey. Some praised her honesty and maturity, calling her response a model for young athletes. Others believed she could have gone further in addressing the emotional pressure that modern athletes face in an era of instant scrutiny. But nearly everyone acknowledged her ability to communicate with clarity and poise, even when discussing a moment that drew widespread attention. Beyond the social media storm and the headlines, there is a deeper story unfolding, one that involves the complexities of being a top athlete in a global sport. Coco Gauff is not only a competitor on the court, she is a public figure whose every expression is analyzed, dissected, and broadcast to millions. Her silence, before breaking it, became a subject of speculation. Some interpreted it as a sign of frustration, others as a calculated move to allow the controversy to cool before responding. Yet her final statement revealed that her silence was due to reflection, not avoidance. Her comments also opened the door to a wider discussion about officiating technology in tennis. While advancements like electronic line calling have reduced disputes, moments of human judgment still exist and will continue to spark debate. Gauff's situation served as a reminder that even in an era of precision technology, the sport is not immune to conflict. Her explanation suggested that she supports continued improvement in systems that ensure accuracy while preserving the human essence of the game. As the story continued circulating, reactions poured in from former players, coaches, and sports figures who offered their own insights. Many described similar moments in their careers when emotions clashed with professionalism. They praised Gauff's ability to articulate her thoughts with maturity that far exceeds her age. Several noted that her response demonstrated her growth, not just as an athlete, but as a leader within the sport. The incident also reignited debates surrounding media narratives that quickly form before athletes have a chance to speak for themselves. Gauff discussed how challenging it is to see assumptions and judgments accumulate online before she has the opportunity to clarify her perspective. Yet she chose not to criticize the media directly. Instead, she emphasized the importance of balanced reporting and responsible discussion. Her message resonated with many viewers who feel that public reactions sometimes move too quickly and too forcefully before all details are fully understood. As Gauff continued her statement, she addressed her fans directly. She expressed gratitude for their support, acknowledging the messages she received from around the world. She spoke about how meaningful it is to know that people believe in her character, her integrity, and her dedication to the sport. She reassured them that she remains committed to improving as a player and as a role model, emphasizing that moments of controversy are opportunities for growth rather than obstacles. Her words also contained a message about resilience. She explained that being in the spotlight requires learning how to endure criticism, whether it is fair or not. She noted that staying grounded is essential and that she relies on her family and team to provide honest feedback and emotional stability. This glimpse into her personal coping mechanisms offered a powerful reminder that even world-class athletes experience vulnerability and uncertainty. Following her statement, social platforms experienced a noticeable shift in tone. Many fans expressed relief that she had finally spoken, while others admired the sincerity and clarity of her explanation. Some users pointed out that her message reflected wisdom far beyond her years, reinforcing her reputation as a grounded and articulate athlete. The online conversation moved from heated debate to thoughtful analysis, focusing more on her words than on the original incident. Despite the calming effect of her statement, questions continued to emerge about what steps tennis governing bodies might take to address the concerns she voiced. While no official announcements were made, several sports analysts speculated that the conversation could lead to internal reviews, discussions among refereeing committees, or even refinements to match protocols. Gauff herself did not demand specific changes. Instead, she expressed hope that the sport will continue evolving in ways that benefit both players and officials. Her composed and measured approach has drawn comparisons to other athletes who have handled controversy with similar grace. Observers pointed out that her statement reflects a pattern seen throughout her career, one of professionalism, thoughtfulness, and emotional intelligence. Even in difficult moments, Gauff has consistently shown an ability to articulate her thoughts without escalating tensions or targeting individuals. Her response to the controversy continues this pattern, reinforcing her reputation as a leader in modern tennis. As the days progressed, the story evolved from a controversy into a deeper reflection on the nature of competition. Sports inherently involve emotion, conflict, and moments of disagreement. For fans, these moments often become defining memories, fueling discussions for years to come. But for athletes, such moments are part of a much larger journey, one that includes learning, adapting, and becoming stronger. Gauff's message encouraged viewers to see athletes not as flawless performers, but as human beings navigating pressure at the highest level. She reminded the world that grace under pressure is something learned over time, and that she continues to grow as both a player and a person. Her words resonated with young athletes in particular, who looked to her as an example of how to confront adversity without losing composure. Following the release of her statement, several commentators analyzed the potential impact on her career moving forward. Some argued that the controversy could serve as a turning point, motivating her to refine her mental approach to high-intensity matches. Others believed that her response would solidify her standing as one of the sport's most influential voices. Whatever the long-term outcome, her immediate reaction showcased a maturity that strengthened her public image. In her concluding remarks, Gauff expressed a forward-looking mindset. She emphasized that her focus remains on her game, her development, and her goals for upcoming tournaments. She made it clear that she intends to move past the controversy and channel her energy into training and preparation. Yet she also acknowledged that moments like this carry lessons that she will carry into future competitions. Her closing message conveyed optimism, resilience, and confidence, qualities that have defined her career since the beginning. As fans and analysts continue discussing her statement, it becomes increasingly evident that Gauff's ability to articulate her emotions and perspective sets her apart not only as an athlete, but as a communicator. Her response serves as a reminder that the most enduring narratives in sports often emerge not from the controversy itself, but from how the athletes respond to it. Gauff's approach reflects a deep sense of responsibility and an understanding of the influence she holds, especially for the younger generation. In the aftermath of the controversy, her message has helped settle debates, redirect conversations, and provide clarity. While discussions about officiating will undoubtedly continue, Gauff's statement has shifted the focus toward positive solutions, respectful dialogue, and a shared commitment to the integrity of the sport. Her voice carries weight, and her decision to address the situation thoughtfully has earned respect even from those who may disagree with her interpretation of the moment. Her resilience, emotional intelligence, and willingness to speak openly about pressure and fairness have created a more meaningful conversation, one that extends beyond a single match and into broader themes about sportsmanship, leadership, and personal growth. As the world moves forward from the controversy, Coco Gauff's response stands as a powerful example of how athletes can navigate difficult moments with clarity, humility, and strength. This is Trending Now USA. I am Bella. Thank you for watching, and stay tuned for more updates as this story continues to unfold.